This is about the constructive. So you will generally have around 3 contentions, but it's okay to have fewer or more, like 2 or 4. I wouldn't recommend going above 4 or below 2, but if you feel it is necessary, go for it. So in your constructive, you will first say, I affirm or I negate the resolution, and then you state the resolution. After that, you will define any key terms that may be contested, so those are your definitions, and then you will offer a framework for how the outcome of the debate should be evaluated. So this framework may seek to encapsulate the central issue at stake of the debate, and or identify a value that society should pursue alongside a criterion for knowing when that value has been advanced sufficiently to merit a vote for your side. The burden of the affirmative is, or to win this debate, the affirmative will show that, and kind of a dumbed down version is what your side has to do to win the debate and what the other side has to do to win the debate. So if the resolution is mathematics was discovered, not invented, a potential framework would be to win this debate, the affirmative must show that the most crucial concepts of mathematics were discovered, not invented. After that, you should signpost, which is just give a brief explanation of what you're going to talk about. So in today's debate, I will address and then give a brief summation of your contentions. Ignore the observations. Sorry, I forgot to take that out. So your contention structure. Argument is non-argument if it's not complete. So your claim. Main point. Kind of like there's going to be a little tagline there. So contention 1. Mathematics was discovered simultaneously around the world without communication. Or cats require less maintenance than dogs do. After that is your warrant, which is elaborating your point, and this is where you can add your evidence. And if you do add evidence, then you need to add a bit explaining what your evidence was. And before your evidence, you need to say what your evidence is going to be about. After that, impact. This is the most important part, why your warrant matters, why this point is important to the debate. So you can add subpoints to your contention. It is not necessary, so they're kind of mini contentions all fitting under one giant contention. You still have to have your claim, warrant, impact in each of those subpoints. So for example, contention 1, cats require less maintenance than dogs. Subpoint A, cats don't have to be let out or taken outside to go to the bathroom. It's not only always necessary when you have several arguments in your contention, it's only if your subpoints are important enough to warrant their own point, but still fit under the branch of a bigger point. You do need more than one subpoint per contention, otherwise the subpoint is just a part of your contention, and you can add a little segment above the subpoint just explaining your point if you think you need it. Okay, now I'm going to go over one of my old constructives to kind of show you what it looks like in practice. So here I say, I affirm the resolution, resolve, humans are primarily driven by self-interest. This is an old case of mine. And then I offer the following definition to clarify the grounds of today's debate. And then I say the term is defined by blank, and then I say the definition. So this is the basic bone structure that you should go off of when writing your constructive. After this, I say what the burden of the affirmative is, and then I say the burden of the negative. I say what both sides have to prove to win the debate. I actually didn't signpost here. And then I have my first contention, and then I have my evidence or warrant. I explain my evidence, and yeah, and then I give my impact, that this is important because it shows that people are going to vote according to what helps them. And then contention 2, I have a little blurb before my 2 subpoints, and here for my subpoint A, you can see that it fits under the bigger branch of seemingly selfless behaviors are actually self-interested with people's voting behavior, being predicted off of what will help them. And so I still have my warrant, I still have my impact. Subpoint B, it still fits under the branch of seemingly selfless behaviors are actually self-interested. And I have my warrant and I have my impact. And the same with subpoint C. And then after I finish my constructive, and I actually forgot to put this in my Debate 101, I summarize what I said, and this is really useful for the judge if they got lost while I was talking, and it's useful for my opponent. And then once you finish, well, yeah, I impacted after summarizing, and then once you finish, you say, for these reasons, I urge an affirmative ballot or a negative ballot. So that would be a constructive.